What I really work on is circuit boards. So I design the boards and electronics and write the firmware.
I'm an industrial designer by training, and my role here is a design manager for digital products from concept and following all the way into production.
My name is Koza. I work with the research team, and my role is to support the digital team with applied mathematics and physics.
Talked to a lot of coaches and a lot of players and realized that kids are taught a lot of things about soccer, but one thing that they're really not taught about is how to kick.
We realized that we can actually show athletes insights into their behavior through training, and with that fine-tune their approach to get better, and augmenting that with feedback through electronics. After you've kicked the ball, you can actually get a little bit of that feedback from the ball itself.
We have access to top-notch coaches, top-notch players. We can sit down and talk to them and say, how did you learn to kick, or what goes through your head when you kick?
We had the pleasure of having Zinedine Zidane test this, and I think for him it was all about precision, not necessarily power. Power by itself is no use if you miss the target.
We start with getting input from the users, and then amongst ourselves we brainstorm, we think what would be the best experience given our limitations, from an electronics perspective or from a mechanical perspective.
It's taken a long time for electronics to get to the point where we can do this, and now they've got to the point where they're low power and a lot of processing. There's so many more things we can do.
If you pick up this ball, you don't actually know there's anything inside of it.
You'd be amazed that when you kick a soccer ball, how much you actually deform it.
We have this construction here, suspending the electronics inside of the bladder.
It has to be centered, it has to be small enough to your foot doesn't actually make contact with the sensor on the inside.
We needed some markers on the ball itself. If you have this front face to the ball, line it up with the target, each time you look at the app, it can tell you hit it round about here.
In this project, it's creating a ball that doesn't look and doesn't feel different from a regular ball, but at the same time, you have all this engineering, design, and the user benefits at the end of the day from it.
Everybody in this team has worked on something, at least 4 or 5 things that has never made it to market, because we're always trying to push the edge. We have a lot of people working on the same thing from a different point of view. The ball itself will be made in China. The electronics are actually made here in the US. You've got people who write apps, people who do user experience, electromechanical engineers, designers, physicists. As a global company, we wake up early every morning so we can call Germany and other places in the world.
So if you were in a movie and you were a gang, which gang would you be?
A-team.
The A-team? Yeah, that's a good answer. I think so. We have to deal with the marketing side too and the business side.
We are not expected just to bring a redesign of something to make it slightly better. We are kind of the expectation given to us is to really push the envelope and create new markets, to excite people, for it to be headline news. This is the user and this is their life, and how does it fit into their life? How does it motivate and excite them in what they're doing and deliver something new and special? We've seen kids that we've shown this to and who've tested it, and they're not done with it after the 3, 4, 5 times we want them to kick. That's where the excitement comes in seeing how they did or how they can get better.
It's much more than just how do I get this data going or how much battery life do I need. It really is how can I change a person's life, or how can I just make something better, the whole experience better, whether it's being a better soccer player, whether it's being in shape, whether it's just enjoying life better. That's the exciting part. That's what keeps us coming back every day.